how does an AI gateway guarantee your prompts always get answered? Because relying on a single provider means your entire workflow breaks the second your daily quota runs dry. Imagine sending a batch of coding homework to Claude, only to run out of tokens. Instead, you send everything to one master endpoint that talks to hundreds of AI models. The gateway checks your subscriptions first, sending the first questions to your premium account. But suddenly, your budget hits zero. The toll gate turns red, rejecting the next question. Normally, your app crashes, but the gateway intercepts this roadblock and automatically routes that exact prompt down to a free, open-access fallback model. So what exactly happens to that massive batch of coding homework you queued up at the very beginning? It finishes generating flawlessly on a completely free backup model without you ever noticing your primary account ran dry.
This is a simplified architecture diagram. You can see three main parts: the OmniRoute chat agent, the OmniRoute core, and the connected LLM providers. The OmniRoute chat agent is an entry point. It is where the conversation begins. From there, OmniRoute takes over, applying its routing logic to decide which provider to use, whether that's Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, or Mistral, or any other. The beauty of the setup is that you can only interact with a single endpoint, while the OmniRoute seamlessly manages the distribution of the request to the right model behind the scenes. I'll walk through a quick demo now. The OmniRoute core is running locally on my machine, and you can see the usage analytics here. Right now, the total token consumption is about 77.6K, and the input is 21K, and the output token is 56.6K. This is OmniRoute chat where I enter a prompt. Before that, I'll open network tab to validate the request is sending properly to OmniRoute. Yeah, I provide the prompt and the request is sent to OmniRoute, and the OmniRoute connect to the right LLM to fetch the response. Now the request is sent to the LLM and I'm waiting for the response. Yeah, it will take some time. Yeah, I got back the response from the LLM. Yeah, now I'm going to refresh the page. Then now you can see the token has increased to 80,000, 80.6K because of this request. And also you can see which model is used. Mostly Big Pickle is used, that consume most of the token, and DeepSeek and GPT 5.5 also used. You might be wondering why OmniCode is currently connected to the open code free provider. I'll show the dashboard. On the dashboard, you can actually see in real time which provider OmniRoute is routing to, and now it is open code free. This is a part of OmniCode smart routing technique. I'll show why. So you can see it. So this is a priority of the model that Omni route will select. For tier 1, if you have a subscription with Claude or Copilot or Codex, then that has higher priority, and those provider or models are connected. And then it goes to the API key. Until the API key budget hit, it will connect to those LLMs. The next priority is in cheap or low cost LLMs like GLM or Minimax. Even for that, if the budget is hit, then it will go to the free provider. For me, I don't have any subscription or I don't have any API key, so it automatically routes to the free provider, which is open code free. OmniRoute support over 250 provider, but here is a catch. You cannot just use all of them directly. Some provider like anti-gravity shows warning. I'll show how. Like for example, if you try to connect anti-gravity to OmniRoute, it show the warning like the provider uses your official product session OAuth, which is not authorized for proxy or router use. And also, the upstream may react by restricting or banning the account. So yeah, it's use at your own risk. So it is not recommended to use anti-gravity to connect anti-gravity with OmniRoute. But on the other side, there are some providers like Cairo. They are allowing to add an API key integration. So I already added my API key integrated API key, Cairo API key with OmniRoute. It's allowing, and there are some free providers like open code, like, so for that, if you see open code free, uh, there is no authorization required. You don't need to enter an API key or any authorization. It's directly connected, the Omni route directly connected to those free providers. So there are different categories. It is recommended to check with the provider before you start registering with Omni route. Also, Omni route not only supporting chat, it is also supporting generating image LLMs. Like for example, these are all the some of the free tier providers for images like Compify UI, Fireworks AI, Hugging Face, and many more. Similarly, it's also support video generating LLMs. Yeah, these are the few. Yeah, and many more sections like music, text to speech, speech to text, and embedding. So it has a lot of future. And yeah, if you have subscription for or free quota for tokens for these categories, you can add those LLMs, and you can generate images, videos, musics, and many more things. For this project, you will need to set up two local environment. One is OmniRoute and the another one is OmniRoute Chat. The OmniRoute setup video is already available in YouTube. I will share the link. This is the OmniRoute project, which is already cloned and it is running. For OmniRoute Chat, I will show the steps. So this is the project for OmniRoute Chat. So first you need to clone the project, click code and copy the URL, and then open a terminal and just give a command git clone and paste the URL. Yeah, the project is cloned, and give cd and go to OmniRoute chat project, and then give npm install, which will download all the dependency files. Before doing this, you need to install node in your system. That is prerequisite. Yeah, now all the dependencies are downloaded. So I will give ng save to start the application. Since already the 4200 running in another port, I need to switch the port. I'll give yes. So it will start running in another port. Okay. So I can now open the chat window. Yeah, OmniChat application, OmniRoute chat application is up and running. Yeah, that's it. So you can start adding a new chat and yeah, giving a prompt and get the response from OmniRoute.